come from a family of what they call the Royal Makgoba family in Limpopo. Possibly if I wasn't a priest and full-time in the church, I could be spending most of my time as a chief in the village, again, ordering the lives and affairs of the people down in Makgoba's Cliff. We must accept that as South Africans, we are learning how to operate within a constitutional democracy. But I don't think constitutional democracy is taking root as much as it ought to, because there are radical values, if I may come from a value perspective, within our constitution. The values of respect for the dignity of the other, the values of freedom, the values of dignity. And in our preamble, we have covenanted with each other that we will never do the atrocities and the injustices of the past. But those things continue because people have been elected and they think they have the rights and the votes to steal the people's money and to be self-serving. I mean, if constitutional democracy enables us to elect a president, and from a constitutional process and a democratic process, public purse is used to fund his private home. And then through the constitutional democratic processes, his party can vote and then just veto the consequences of that. So you can see that we still need to understand the values and the moral imperative of a constitutional democracy. The price of corruption is causing inequality. How many billions have been lost due to corruption since our democratic South Africa? Is the corrupter and the corruptee equals corruption. And in many instances, the government has allowed itself to be corrupted by business. My call really is for business South Africa. It is not being heard, it's quiet. And again, we're going to say, business, where were you when the democratic process created inequality? So we're calling the voice of business to speak up and to act up. They've put, as you know, a lot of money into this education trust to support schools. It is lots of millions. Money has been collected in the name of business. Has any cent been used? Zero. It is their money. They need to speak up. They need to act out. But they need to be selfless. They need to contribute far beyond what will benefit them directly. It's basically what we call the common good. So those are really some of the characteristics that I can define as servant leaders: willingness to learn, willingness to serve, willingness to be vulnerable, and willingness to serve the common good and to shape the destiny of those that you serve. If there are corrupt activities happening, and we're so committed by them or in their name, I will say the leadership of the country has lost its moral compass. And how do they reset their moral compass? You can't reset it if you've strayed. The people of the country need to speak up and demand the truth, demand accountability, demand that they be respected, and reset the compass themselves.